Welcome to Against Medical Advice podcast, where we answer your letters and try to help you make better decisions in your life. If you would like to send a letter in and ask for some help, you can do it at Attainable Dreams LLC at gmail.com. Other than that, this podcast today is brought to you by Attainable Dreams. If you would like to learn how to get sober, or you need to get sober, something like that, reach out to Attainable Dreams LLC at gmail.com, and they will get you the help that you need to make your life better in any area of your life. If you want to take your recovery and sobriety beyond it, this is the place that you gotta be. Let's see if we can get this locked on my face. There we go. Okay, so let's get into it with our first person. My husband of 20 years has had DUIs in the past. Wow, how many of these, I wonder? He has always been a binge drinker when socializing. He has been going out once a week after work for 3 hours, during which he drinks, then drives home. That's how you get a DUI. So he tells me he has a couple beers, but then his tab and his face tell a different story, because he's shit-faced. He's lying to you. Drinking and driving should never happen, period. Drinking for 3 hours, that's a lot of alcohol he could probably consume, especially depending on what the tab is. We have 3 teenagers who see his behavior, and it sets a bad example. Yeah, it does. My other worry is that he may take the kids somewhere after he gets home from his weekly outing. I've instructed them to not let Dad take them anywhere on Wednesdays, his regular bar day. I also have asked him to not drive them anywhere on Wednesdays. Why Wednesdays? Oh, Wednesday's his regular bar day, so they don't let Dad take it. So the kids are basically preventing themselves from getting into a drinking and driving accident. That's a bummer, dude. I make sure I work from home on that day, but all of this doesn't seem like enough, and I want him to stop. I mean, it's not enough. Doing all that stuff is not enough to get him to stop. You wanting him to stop, all of that is really not enough. You're right. It's right. That's correct. I have thought about divorce for this and other reasons, but I worry his drinking would get worse. I've also considered doing an intervention with family. I'm at the end of my rope and ready to do something, but what is the next step? There's these meetings, 12-step meeting type of things called Al-Anon meetings. I would first off suggest that you go to these Al-Anon meetings, my friend. Learn about what other people do. Divorce is pretty final. Having a divorce could impact the kids. It could impact you. It could impact a lot. So kind of tough to say with that. But an intervention, I think, would be great. Having an intervention, sitting them down, giving them an ultimatum. You know, you could either go to detox and rehab, something like that, or then we're going to get a divorce because we can't keep on going down this way. That would probably be the way. It is one night a week. Hopefully he can wrap his head around it. The several DUIs and the risk of getting another DUI. I mean, it's not going to like scare him into sobriety, but hopefully that can give him enough rationalization to rationalize going for treatment. Plus, I mean, if I was in an intervention and I had 3 of my kids and my wife of 20 years telling me that they want me to stop drinking, that might be enough to put me in a position to stop drinking. Because as much as we want him to stop, he's not going to stop. And then it would be following through with the decision if he doesn't go to rehab. Like, yeah, we're getting a divorce. That's it. That's what it is. So actually following through with the decision afterward. That's not easy, but hey, that's why you're writing to me to get some against medical advice, you know. So other than that, I hope that helps. Keep coming back, and thank you for another episode of Against Medical Advice.